The period of second generations was from 1959 to 1965. In that generation, transistors were used. This is cheaper when compared to the first generation vacuum tube, and also it consumes less power. When compared to first generation, these are the things consume less power. But in first generation, it takes more power. Comparatively, it less than 2% to 3%, and more compact in size, more reliable and faster than the first generation machine made of vacuum tubes. In this generation, magnetic cores were used as a primary memory, and magnetic cores is nothing but the cores like a tape and disc. These are the things, and this magnetic cores uses a primary memory. Primary memory is nothing but the permanent memory, and magnetic tape and magnetic disc as a secondary storage device. In this generation, assembly language and high-level programming language like Fortran, COBOL were used. The computer used a batch processing and multi-programming OS. This is a transistor computer. By using an electric device and electronic particles, these are the things. So the transistor computers. The main features of the second generations are use of transistors. First of all, we use transistors in second generation and reliable when compared to first generation computer. Smaller size when compared to the first generation computer. Generated less heat when compared to the first generation computer, and also it consumed less electricity, but not like that the first generation. 10% less, produce less electricity. Faster than first generation computer, but it's still very costly. Want to buy? We are all can't able to buy. Only large industries can able to buy that transistors, and in this also AC required. We want AC for the systems also, and it's supported machines and assembly language. These are the things computers names: IBM 1620, 7094, CDC 1604, CDC 3600, Univac 1108. These are the computers names occurs in that generation. Let's move for a third generation computer. We already said that third generation was 1965 to 1971. In that generation, the integrated circuits is used. Instead of place of transistors, we use integrated circuits. A single IC has many transistors, resistors and capacitors along with the associated circuitry. The IC was invented by Jack Kilby. Integrated circuit was invented by Jack Kilby. This development made computers smaller in size, reliable and efficient. In this generation, only remote processing is invented, and also time sharing, multi-programming operating systems were used. High-level languages are like Fortran 2 to 4, COBOL, Pascal PL1, Basic, ALGOL 68, etc. were used during this generation. The main features of the third generations are IC used, more reliable in comparison to previous two generation, and size is smaller when compared to the previous two generation, generate less heat, faster, maintenance is less, but also it costly. AC is also wants for this computer also, and also consume less electricity when compared to both, and supported high level languages. These computer generation names is IBM 360 series, Honeywell 6000 series, PDP personal data processors, and IBM 370 or 168, TDC 316. And we move for a fourth generation computers. Fourth generation computers was from 1971 to 1980. In that fourth generation, very large scale integrated circuits is used. It having a 5000 transistors and other circuit elements associated with the circuit on a single chip made it possible to have a microcomputers of the fourth generation. Fourth generation computers became more powerful, compact, reliable and affordable. As a result, it gave rise to a personal computer revolution. In this generation only, time sharing, real-time networks is introduced in this generation, and distributed OS were used. All the high-level languages like C, C++, DBase, etc. were used in this generation. And the features are a VLSI technology used very cheap, portable and reliable. Personal computers can use small size, pipeline processing, no AC required. Concept of internet was introduced. Great development in the field of networks. Computers became easily available. These names are DEC 10 star 1000, PDP 11, Cray 1 supercomputer, Cray X MP supercomputer. And let we move for a fifth generation 1980 from till date. In the fifth generation, instead of VLSI, we use a ULSI, that is ultra large scale integration technology. It results in the productions of microprocessor chips have 10 million electronic components. In this generation, we use a parallel processing between a hardware and AI. AI is an emerging branch in computer science which interrupts the means and methods of making computers things like human beings. All the high level languages like C, C++, Java, .NET, etc. are used in this generation. AI includes robotics, neural networks, game playing,